Well, if you prove your greatness with every archetype, you'll collect 100 overall Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade can do it all across the board. Get on your path to greatness now in the challenges menu and be the best in my team.
Our next guest was the first to complete 250 lifetime challenges and also had a top play of the week in this season of NBA 2K TV. Darius, welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you guys. How are you?
Congrats.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForge reporting courtside. Looking at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a win against the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Durant, Allen Iverson out there with Shepard, it's Smith, and it's Thurman in at center. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
No good on that one.
And many are high on Anthony's potential, mainly due to his scoring ability.
Here's Shepard. Good D by Hardaway. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Gets an open look and hits.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another whistle, and he's got to be careful with his foul situation.
Şengün's checked in for Durant. Murray kicks to Hardaway. And he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Shepard. And that one is hammered home.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here's Murray. Hardaway, no good. Anthony against Smith. Driving the lane. Iverson outside. Let's go. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Hardaway passes to Carmelo. Howard with it. Pass to Hardaway. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. And it's Shepard missing.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Anthony finds Howard. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this young rookie, Howard, can jump out of the gym. He's an athletic monster.
High arcing shot, and he gets the bucket. Iverson's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Iverson. And the rejection by Giannis.
Rockets ball.
Here's Iverson, and he gets it to go. Iverson's got 6 points. Iverson's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Here's Antetokounmpo. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You know, teams try to buffalo Giannis, but I tell you what, this kid is relentless.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Iverson. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Some nice passing by Oakland here. That one, no good. Great defense that time from Şengün.
Allen Iverson.
For Oakland, they won their last contest, that game against the Nuggets in Ball Arena. Giannis dunks it down.
Off the bounce, Giannis gets to the basket in a hurry. What a find.
Pass to Thurman. Oakland grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Hardaway, and the rejection by Smith.
You can tell Smith really relishes being a force on defense. Blocks like that will help him anchor himself at that end of the floor.
Now here's Iverson. 8 points for him. Thurman passes to Şengün. Now here's Iverson. Great D that time from Howard. Oakland leading by 6. Lobbed up there for Howard. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And Howard still has more than enough lift here to finish off plays like that.
Pass to Şengün. And stolen by Howard. Shot from 12. Murray, no good. Rockets trail by 8. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Howard. 18 feet out. And the dunk by Giannis.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Shepard. Still scoreless. Counted good.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
Here's Hardaway, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Timeout called, the Rockets. So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
Now, here's Şengün. Here's Smith. That one off the back iron and out. Anthony dishes to Howard. Inside, Hardaway. Off target at the rim.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Oakland.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Here's what Oakland's going with right now. Jeremy Grant comes in for Anthony, and it's wide in for Hardaway. For Oakland, they've converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. First one falls for him.
And in terms of sheer athleticism, Giannis is impressive. His upside has everyone wondering just how far he can go in this league.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oakland. And then for Houston, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level.
Now here's Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Iverson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 19-footer is on the money. Iverson's got 10.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Here's Antetokounmpo, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Iverson gets it to go. He's got 12.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Giannis. White the pass to Giannis. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far. He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
Antetokounmpo against Şengün. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. For Oakland, they won their last contest, that game against Denver. And that one's good, Iverson.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Şengün, and the rejection by Giannis. Murray finds White. And here is Adams. Murray outside. Floats it up for Giannis. And Capella sends it back. White, good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here's Van Vliet to the inside. Şengün, no good. Oakland leading by 12. Tips it, and it's Adams on the follow.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
Here's Giannis following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. Grant for 3. And another shot. And Antetokounmpo lays it in. Giannis has got 19 points.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Van Vliet. Şengün with the bucket.
A talented floor general, Van Vliet makes the smart call, gets his team some room to work with.
White finds Adams. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. White, good, and the assist goes to Giannis. White's got his second bucket tonight.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead.
Now here's Iverson. 16 points for him.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Capella sends it back. The drive by Iverson. The putback goes up again. And Capella with the layup.
Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
Iverson against Murray. There's 25 seconds left in the first. Iverson with some nice D. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Lets it fly from 18. And so it's Oakland holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Here's Murray, a 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
A longer guard, Murray, 6'5", learning how to use that size around the rim.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Murray. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time, the guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. They've got Big Daddy. Durant is out there with Smith. Then it's Iverson, and it's Shepard in at the point. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Giannis Antetokounmpo talks about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Free throw good, Iverson. And Murray's got the ball here for Oakland. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds as Oakland keeps possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for Oakland. On Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Monday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Deep two from Anthony, and he hits the jump shot. Anthony's got 6.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
From 10 feet out, and it's Shepard missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Junior. First personal foul.
For Oakland, they put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Oakland. Penny Hardaway taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Rockets on offense. Pass to Shepard. Murray with the defensive effort.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it. Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Iverson against Murray. That one good for 2. Iverson's got 26 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Alperen Şengün.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
And he makes the first. Hardaway hits them both. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Iverson against Murray. Iverson, no luck.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now a timeout called by Houston. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for the Rockets. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Taking a look at Oakland. Right now, they're locked into third place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And of course, there's the Rockets. They're much further down in the standings right now.
You know, for Oakland, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
You know, the way they've handled just about every challenge that's been thrown at them this year, I don't see how they couldn't be considered front runners for the title.
To the wing right side. Here's Thurman. The Rockets with another miss.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
Giannis gliding through there. Giannis with exceptional talent.
To the paint, here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's KD. Makes it off the glass. KD's got 9.
And great ability to also play inside due to the size of Durant.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring? And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
KD passes to VanVleet. Smith kicks to KD. He gets it in there.
Kevin Durant.
He's got 11.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Oakland. Pass to Howard. Over Thurman. Bank shot, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Boy, somebody needs to get these guys fired up so they attack the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight, and this led to way too many second-chance shots.
Please give a big round of applause for your youth dance squad. Give them a hand, fans. Your youth dance squad.
Pass to Iverson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Howard.
Huge swat from the big fella Howard. An absolute force defensively.
Houston foul. Allen Iverson. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Oakland.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Antetokounmpo, shots good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Iverson against Murray. And it's sent back by Howard.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low.
And it's good, 2 points. Murray's got 13 points.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
A baseline J. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Smith's gone a nice 5 of 6 shooting from the field. Giannis inside. KD's on him. They grab their own miss. A nice shot by Howard.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
That's tipped. Here's Smith. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Clark, when you think of three-level scorers at the power forward position, Jabari Smith fits the bill.
Yeah, he runs like a gazelle and seems to never tire. I mean, the energy he plays with is contagious and seems limitless. He gets himself to the rim. He's got a sweet stroke. Well, I tell you, his future is really bright.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Van Vliet attacking. Iverson outside. Hardaway with the steal. And now Oakland on the break. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Anthony! Going up strong. Anthony hungry to carve out his spot here in the league.
White against Iverson. Pass to Van Vliet. Good, and it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Iverson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player. Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
Grant on the wing. Pass to Hardaway. Back to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul called on ABC. That will be foul number 5 on him. A different look for Oakland. Adams, he's checked in for Howard. And Wiggins is subbed in for Anthony. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Finney-Smith's checked in. Iverson against Hardaway. Finney-Smith passes to Iverson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Iverson's got 7 points for the quarter.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear. He may not be the biggest center in the league, but he sure can jump.
Van Vliet against White. Pass to Hardaway. White looking around. Back to Hardaway. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Smith.
2 minutes remaining.
And Van Vliet, here we go.
2 minutes remaining.
Yep, that one goes. Van Vliet's got 7 points.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
And then Hardaway with the dunk. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 assists.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Finney-Smith kicks to Van Vliet, and he uses the glass on the layup. 9 points for Fred Van Vliet.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Pass to Hardaway. And the shot is good. Hardaway has got 9 points now in the quarter.
After a quiet first half, he's really turned it on.
Van Vliet against White. And again, Fred VanVleet.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Here's White. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And everybody out of the way. I mean, clear the lane. We've got some rims to rattle.
What a sensational play to get to the rack for the slam.
Strong interior move. Aggressive, assertive, and effective.
White, bounce pass. Here's Hardaway, and it's Oakland scoring again.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
VanVleet passes to Smith. Lets it go from deep, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Oakland. He's approaching. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Wade out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. VanVleet against White. VanVleet kicks to Finney-Smith. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by White.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for him at that end of the floor.
VanVleet passes to Okogie, and it's good for 2.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game so he makes his presence felt inside.
VanVleet against White. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's turnover number 2 on the game, doing a nice job in terms of ball control.
Holding on to the ball and holding on to this lead.
Oakland making a switch here. Vukcevic is checked in. Here's Okogie. Down low. Capella fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And Clark, as someone who has been around the game their entire life, what advice would you give to younger players?
A couple of things, Kevin, I would highlight. One is embrace the work, embrace the process of development, run your own race in that regard, stay away from the snare of compare, and dedicate yourself to being a continual learner and always striving to get better.
Wade outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Murray's checked in for White. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. Now, Finney-Smith. Capella, the pass to VanVleet. Here's Okogie. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Antetokounmpo. Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pro?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
Free throw good, Murray.
Well, what Murray brings to the table is versatility. He's a playmaker, scorer, defender, and a solid rebounder for his position.
Pass to Branham. Here's Shepard. Guarded by Hardaway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Crafty work there by Shepard to draw the whistle while in the act of shooting.
Reed Shepard. 2 shots.
That one is off. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Oakland. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
You really like the intensity and focus Shepard brings to both ends of the floor.
Clarkson on the wing, covered by Smith. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Over Shepard. And too long on the shot. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Count that one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Clarkson bounce pass. Here's Hardaway. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Well, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Pass to KD. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Thurman. Oakland grabs the miss. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Wow, Giannis flashing major skill. His ceiling is unlimited.
Durant feeling it out a bit. Over Giannis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second person.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened to take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season. I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play.
Into the lane. Branham, the pass to Shepard. Houston needs to get a shot off. The Rockets again can't hit. Outside Hardaway, going inside, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look. And that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Hardaway. It's rebounded by Houston. Pass to Smith. Outside Durant. Back to Smith. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Junior.
Smith's got 14 points here in the second half.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Now, here's Howard. A rebound by Thurman. Here's Shepard. Guarded by Hardaway. Basket good. And that's 12 points for Reed Shepard. Here's Hardaway. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Oakland making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Iverson's checked in for the Rockets.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Durant, the pass to Shepard. There's the lob to the hoop. And out of bounds as Oakland gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Hardaway. Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen by Durant. To the middle. Here's Thurman. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
It's Durant with the drive. And finished off by KD.
And just slicing to that look. Durant there, decisive and able to get where he wants to.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Oakland, Giannis.
The first one falls.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him. An attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Oakland making a switch here. Grant's checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Big Daddy. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. VanVleet against Hardaway. VanVleet passes to Iverson. Clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
And for a guy who handles the ball so much, Fred VanVleet really, Clark, takes care of the ball. He rarely turns it over.
Yeah, Freddie is steady, boy. I tell you, man, he is a guy who really squeezes that orange. You can trust him to push the pace and play slow and take care of it no matter what the circumstance is. I mean, his leadership, his clutch production, that guy is a coach's dream. An NBA champion and all-star. Fred VanVleet's a guy every team wants because he's fun to play with and he plays the game the right way and with passion. He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
On offense, here are the Rockets. Outside Durant. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And teams are going to be physical with Durant, but he looks like he's up for the challenge.
Houston foul. Fred VanVleet. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look for Oakland. Howard comes in for Steven Adams, and it's Carmelo Anthony in for Wiggins. The Rockets also changing it up. Big Daddy's checked in for Capella, and Shepard subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Shepard with the ball. Iverson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Foul. Team is in the penalty.
Free throw good. Iverson. Adams, he's checked in for Oakland. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And then for Houston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Big Daddy. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jabari Smith. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. And he can't hit the second. So it's Oakland now. To the paint. Here's Grant. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Hardaway kicks to Grant. Murray outside. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Down low. Here's KD. Shoots over Grant. KD can't get it to go. Oakland leading by 22. Pass to Murray. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
Timeout called the Rockets. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA, but now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Howard's checked in for Oakland. Anthony comes in for Wiggins. The Rockets also changing it up. Big Daddy's checked in for Clint Capella. Smith comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Fred VanVleet.
He's trying to carry them back into this game. He's absolutely feeling it this quarter.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
At the line.
Oakland leading by 21. Pass to Anthony.
2 minutes remaining.
And here is Hardaway. Now Howard. Lays it up off the glass. 14 points for Dwight Howard.
And this kid, Howard, is strong. I mean, he's a rookie who knows how to use that body.
Iverson, no luck. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Oakland. It's stolen by Shepard. Smith on the wing for the 3. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Oakland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. A different look for Oakland. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Howard. Wiggins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's White in for Hardaway. And then for Houston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Big Daddy. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Iverson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. Murray, no good. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. VanVleet with it. Now defended by Grant. Grant against VanVleet. Pass to KD. 5 to shoot. Now Finney-Smith. Fader on the way. That one doesn't drop. So it's Oakland picking up the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Giannis, you had a big lead going into the break. You guys never let up. What did Coach tell you at the half?
Coach at the half, he told us to keep having fun, keep playing together, play hard, try to rebound the ball because it's our job to run it down.
And that you did. Congrats on the win, guys.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Chamba